NFL fans, welcome back to a brand new episode of the J All Day NFL Show. We have my dad's Week 14 picks coming at you guys in the comments. Everyone's like, when's your dad's picks coming? When's your dad's picks coming? Well, here they are, guys. He took off last week. He was hunting Bambi up in the mountains, but now he's back to give you his picks. 2 weeks ago, he went an incredible 12-2, and we took Vegas for all of their cash. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as we're closing in on 30,000 subscribers. Let's get into the video. Before we bring Tommy onto the show, guys, today's video is brought to you by Underdog. And because you're part of the J All Day community, they're running a great promo for their fantasy football platform. $5 in gets you $100 in free bonus entries, guys. But there's a caveat. That promo ends on Sunday and goes down to $75. So if you want to try out Underdog, all new customers get those $100 in bonus entries, but you got to get in before Sunday. Use my link in the description down below. Promo code JALLDAY. Now, without further ado, I want to welcome the incredibly old and the incredibly handsome, my dad, Tommy, the Tom Bird Emerald. What is going on, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that with everybody checking in.
Yeah, man.
And
I'm excited for week 14, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you can continue your success. You did like the Lions over the Cowgirls last night, so you're starting off the week pretty good. Me, not so good. I just thought the Cowboys, with all those injuries to the Lions, would be able to pull it off. But CeeDee Lamb getting hurt in the second quarter, he was dominating, over 121 yards in not even 2 quarters. Once he went down, they didn't really have a shot there, man.
it was tough last night, but I just had that gut feeling that Detroit was going to win.
Yeah, they played better than they've played in a really long time, the Lions, and you got to give them credit, you know. The Lions defense just couldn't stop them. Jahmyr Gibbs, 3 touchdowns last night. He was incredible, and he just continues week in and week out to dominate. So, now, we're going to kick off week 14, and what do you got to do, Tom Burt? You got to subscribe to the channel, right, buddy?
Absolutely. Everybody subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 30,000 people this year.
Let's go. All right, Seahawks, Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons have been pretty awful, man. I don't know how Raheem Morris still has a job. And Seattle's defense looks incredible. Kirk Cousins, the quarterback for the Falcons, he hasn't looked good at all. What are your thoughts on this game with Sam Darnold leading the Seahawks for a little playoff run?
Seahawks are playing good.
Yeah, the defense looks really good.
I think they win it outright. And they're traveling to Atlanta.
But defense travels, though, right?
A lot of rain is down there, down south.
I know, but luckily they play in a dome, you dummy. They play in a dome there in Atlanta.
Okay.
But yeah, Seattle's defense looks really good. If they were playing in Seattle, I don't think Atlanta would have a chance. But like you said, they are the home team, right?
Yeah, they're giving them 7.5 points. So
I thought it would be. I thought it would be higher. I thought it would be around 10.
Well, being at home, you gain 3 points.
Yeah.
And that's why it's probably only 7.5.
Yeah.
If it was in Seattle, it'd probably be 11 or 12.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. So Seattle's just got to stop Bijan Robinson, right? It looks like Drake London's going to be back. If they could stop Bijan, it's probably going to be an easy W. What are you thinking?
I don't know. It's going to be a tight squeeze. I think, they win it. They cover. I don't think they're going to cover the spread.
Yeah, so you're going to go with Seattle to win outright, but not cover the spread.
Yes.
That sounds about right. All right, Tommy is taking Seattle here on the road. All right, next up. This game's going to be a tough one, man. Pittsburgh Steelers on the road, taking on the Ravens. Both of these teams not particularly playing great football right now, man. Both of the teams last week got their asses kicked. The Ravens got blown out by the Bengals. 5 turnovers, and it was close-ish in the first half with the Steelers and Buffalo, but then Buffalo took over and then just destroyed the Steelers, man. I don't know, man. This is a tough game to call.
it's going to be a bang bang game. I mean, the points. You got to take Pittsburgh with the points. But I feel that I got.
What's the spread?
The
Like
Ravens.
3.5, 4.5? What is it?
No, 5.
5? Okay. Yeah, I think
5.5.
the Steelers just have not been playing good football at all. Their left tackle, Broderick Jones, he's on IR. I don't know if they're going to be able to run the ball versus the Ravens, but the Ravens should be able to run the ball, right, versus Pittsburgh. Last week, James Cook went off. He rushed for like 50,000 yards versus the Steelers. So that's how the Ravens win this game, right? Because Lamar Jackson's still not 100%. What do you think?
Yeah, but if he starts running the ball and stuff, the Ravens are going to win.
Yeah, I mean, I think they got to use both their guys, right? Use Derrick Henry, use Lamar Jackson.
Henry's a big boy, and he just plows through people.
Yeah, man, I think it's going to could be a long day for the Steelers, man.
I think it's going to be tight in the beginning, and then I think Henry's just going to wear their defense down.
Take over in the second half.
Yes.
So you're going to go with the Ravens in this spot?
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens. I got them marked for a W, the Ravens. The point spread, I don't know. I think this might be like a 3-point game or a 2-point game.
Yeah,
Where has the ball?
Yeah, like 2023 type of game, right? But I don't know. The Steelers just can't score points, man. But the Ravens defense got torched by Joe Burrow last week, so I don't know what the hell's going on, man.
Well, that's Burrow.
Yeah, he's unbelievable, man. Even with that trash-ass offensive line, he still just slings it, buddy.
He's amazing how he gets them balls out there and puts up some numbers.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. All right, Tommy's going with the Ravens at home. Hold on. Next up on the slate, we have the Shit Show Bowl coming up between two bum-ass teams. The Titans travel to Cleveland to take on the bum-ass Browns. What are your initial thoughts on this game?
I think Cleveland wins it.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. Cleveland still got a killer defense, right? Really, really good defense. Myles Garrett is insane. He's so good. They had a tough spot last week in that game in San Francisco. What was it, like 30-mile-an-hour winds or something, Dad?
Rain, windy.
Yeah, it was crappy. Tough place to play, and they got beat up by the 49ers. And the Titans are just... They actually did a pretty good job stopping the run versus the Jaguars last week, but I don't know if that's going to continue. Judkins for the Browns is really, really talented. I don't know if they score over 10 points in this game, the Titans.
Yeah, the defense is pretty good.
Yeah, so where are you leaning towards? You going to go with the Titans or you going to go with the Brownskis?
I'm going with the Brownskis.
All right. All right, next up, this should be a really fun game, Dad. Colts on the road versus the Jaguars. Winner becomes the leader of the division. They're in the AFC South. Tough game, man. Tough game to call. Jags are at home. And, I think it's the Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since, 2014 or something. So, it's been a while. But do we trust Trevor Lawrence to not throw 47 fucking interceptions?
Well, that's the problem. He just, I don't know, what he sees on the field or anything. I don't think he sees anything. The way he's throwing the ball.
It's weird sometimes. It's just he throws the ball right to a defender and you're just like, what the hell? But the Colts defense is a little banged up. DeForest Buckner on IR. That's a huge bummer. He's a big part of that defense. Will he be back this year? Shane Steichen thinks he will be back, but not in this spot. It's going to be who runs the ball better, right? Will it be Jonathan Taylor, who's been unbelievable? Or will it be the Jaguars, who might be without their left tackle? And they really struggled last week to run the ball versus the Titans.
Yeah, and Titans ain't much. I think the Colts win it.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that way too. But, man, Daniel Jones the last few weeks, the Colts are reeling right now, right? Can they stop the fucking fall, right? That's really where I'm at, Dad. Can they, sometimes when shit's going, shit runs downhill, right? And it's hard to, flip the switch. The Birds are kind of in that situation now. It's can they stop the bleeding?
Yeah, I think they will. I think they're, when it comes to big games, they seem to play.
Yeah, they're in all these games, but they just haven't been winning the close games, right? And for me, it's like the Jaguars, they just still make dumbass penalties, a lot of pre-snap penalties. And Trevor Lawrence is just like, he does an interception in every game. So it's like, can the Colts capitalize on those mistakes, right? And because Daniel Jones hasn't looked great the last couple weeks, right? So you got two quarterbacks who it could go really bad really fast for each one of them, right? So
bet the quarterbacks to throw the ball for an interception.
Yeah, that's a good bet. Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones over a half an interception. That's probably in play there for me. Who you liking in this game? You like the Colts on the road? They haven't won there since 2014. Or are you going to go with Trevor Lawrence and the Jags at home?
I'm going with the Colts.
All right, Tommy's on the Colts. Next up, we got the Commanders on the road taking on the Vikings. It looks like Jaden Daniels will be suiting up and playing here on the road versus a Vikings team who loves the blitz. Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator of the Vikings, he's a blitz machine. But we saw last week, Marcus Mariota, he looked great on Monday night against the Broncos, right? This offense looked pretty good against a really good defense. So Jaden Daniels comes back. Terry McLaurin's healthy, and he's unbelievable. So Zach Ertz is playing good. And the quarterback position for the Vikings, awful. What are your thoughts on this?
Was that a third-string quarterback or somebody they picked out of the lineup at the food truck?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, I think it was Brosmer, whatever the hell his name is. He threw, 4 picks last week. But J.J. McCarthy looks like he's going to play. But when he's played, it hasn't been awesome.
Yeah, that's a tough choice because Minnesota really looked terrible last week.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I was really surprised. The Commanders were in that freaking game versus the Broncos to the end. In overtime, that guy was wide open to win the game. And the Broncos guy got his big paws up and blocked it. But if he doesn't tip that ball, the Commanders win that game. So they're playing pretty good.
I'm going to go with the Commanders. I'm going to go against the tide and go with the Commanders.
Yeah, I just don't know how the Vikings could be favorites in any game right now. That's kind of where I'm at as well.
Didn't Detroit blow them out?
Yeah. Was it Detroit?
I think it was 36-0 or something.
It was something crazy. Yeah, they're awful. They're so bad. Or was it Seattle?
Was that Seattle that blew them out?
Yeah, it was like 26-0 or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, next up, we got the Dolphins on the road playing the Jets. Okay, this in Jersey, it's cold as shit, right? It's 30 degrees back in Philly right now.
Well, the high today is, they said 32.
Yeah, so it's going to be cold as shit in Jersey for this game. And the Dolphins don't particularly play well in the cold. But the Dolphins have won 3 games in a row. They're playing a lot better football. So I'm kind of all over the place with this game, man. Because the Jets and Achane for the Dolphins, man, he's been unbelievable. Their running back is so good.
I'm going with the Dolphins.
You think the Dolphins won't freeze there in Jersey?
It's supposed to be cold, windy, and actually it's supposed to warm up a little bit. I think the high is going to be 40.
Yeah, so that's not like Kansas City in December, 20 degrees cold, but it's cold. Yeah, but I think the Dolphins are going to want to run the football, right? So
it's going to be windy, and it's that Jersey Stadium. It's right on the water.
Yeah, it's with the rivers
it's
right there.
It's a bone chiller.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bone chiller there.
The Jets' offense is so bad. They have been playing a little bit better with Tyrod Taylor since they benched Justin Fields. But Tommy's going to roll with the Dolphins. I do think the running game is just better for the Dolphins. And they've been playing a little bit better defense. So I could see why you're rolling with the Dolphins there. All right, next up, Saints on the road taking on the Buccaneers. It's not a must-win game for the Buccaneers, but they got to beat these bad teams if they want to win the division because the Panthers are right on the Buccaneers' heels. Buccaneers are getting healthy, and the Saints are not good. Who you like in this game?
Well, the Buccaneers, I think, will win this game.
Yeah.
And I hope they do because I'm taking them in my suicide pool.
Yeah, so how many people are left in your suicide pool? Survivor pool?
As of last week, there's 38 people left.
Yeah, you got to hope that somebody took the Rams and got knocked the F out.
Well, last week, I didn't get the count yet, but...
Yeah, so in the JL Day one, there's 2 people left. So that one's for $1,000. And then the big dog one, Tommy, I think I'm taking the Buccaneers too. There's like 460 people left. Winner gets 50 G's. That would be
big money.
Yeah, that would be big money. So you're going to roll with the Buccaneers here?
Yeah, I'm going with the Buccaneers.
Yeah, there's some close games and there's some stinkers this week. This is a really interesting game. I'm curious on your thoughts. Bengals, Bills. The Bengals, they looked incredible on Thanksgiving, right? Joe Burrow came back, put the Superman cape on, and I know Burrow's like your favorite player.
That guy can really air the ball out at times. And Buffalo's known to get burnt.
Yeah, their defense hasn't been great this year, but they're playing in Buffalo. And Buffalo's always tough to play, man. It's going to be cold as shit there.
It's all snow up there. I came from up there that way, 20 miles from New York.
Yeah.
And they got 4.5 inches Tuesday. Around Potter County, they got a foot of snow.
Yeah, man. So it's going to be cold. And they're on the lakes up there. It's going to be cold as shit. The Bengals defense is still really bad. So I don't know. Am I going to be in that Joe Burrow's back and now the Bengals are going to play better? Or like can the Bills, who have to win this game, really, you know what I mean? They lose this game, the division's for the Patriots. And the Bengals defense is complete ass. They played good last week, but the Ravens have just not been the same. So I don't know. I mean, this is a tough game to pick. Probably a close game either way, but the Bengals can just straight up air it out. So could it be like last week where they just blow out the Bills? I don't know. I'm probably going to avoid this game like the plague bets wise.
It'd be good to take the Bengals with the teaser.
Yeah,
because they're getting sick.
Because I guess I don't see the Bills blowing them out, right? Because their offense is just kind of mediocre.
I'm taking the Bengals to win.
Tommy's going with the Bengals. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that, Dad. I've been going back and forth all week on this game.
But, like you said, the Bills need to win it. And
they ran the ball really well last week first. I think that's the Bills' game plan in this. I'm running the ball for better or worse and trying to keep Joe Burrow off the field. That's how you win this game. It's not getting in a freaking shootout with Joe Burrow, right? You got to, control the time of possession and run the ball.
Yeah, because, Buffalo...
James Cook is a good running back. And Josh Allen's really good with his legs, too.
Yeah, and, that might be... I like the Bengals in the points. Oh, you son of a bitch.
All right, Dad, you're really on the left-hand side of the screen. You got to tilt your phone the other way.
Yeah, I had to turn it off.
Your other left.
Well, the lefts and the rights get a little confusing when you get senile.
All right. So, you going to still rock and roll with the Bengals here, Dad?
I don't know. That's
yeah, it's not a game I'm
their defense ain't that good.
Yeah, their defense
and
sucks.
With the points, I like the Bengals straight up. Got to go with Buffalo.
You're going to go with
Buffalo needs to win.
All right, so Tommy's going to flip script mid-session and go with the Buffalo Bills. Broncos and the Raiders next. You taking the Raiders?
The Broncos and the Raiders.
Taking the Raiders, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. The Broncos and the Raiders. I have to find my paperwork here. The Broncos and the Raiders.
Why is it a hard decision? The Raiders are freaking trash. You remember what planet you're on?
Yeah, the upsets come around every now and then.
I'm not taking
Right
the
now,
Raiders.
you got to go.
Yeah, I'm not
You
taking
got
the.
to take the
I can't
Raiders.
take the Raiders to beat anyone, right? They look so bad. It's like
Yeah,
they got Brock Bowers and Max Crosby and a bunch of freaking bums.
you got to go with the Broncos.
Yeah, what's the line, Dad? Was it 7.5?
That's what I was trying to look and see.
But yeah, it's the Broncos all day, guys. All day. All right, we got some good games coming up, Dad. Let's cook. Bears at the Packers. The last time I
Bears
checked,
at the Pack.
the Packers were given, like, the Packers were 6.5-point favorites. That's a crazy ass line, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah, the Packers have been playing good, though. You know what I mean? But the Bears, man, they kicked the shit out of the Eagles last week. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Hurts, but he's like a scared rabbit back there, like he's a new guy running around.
Yeah, he's not playing good. The Bears really dominated the Bird Gang. Faux show. Bears at Lambeau in Green Bay. Going to be cold and frosty. Who you like here?
I've got to go with Green Bay.
Tommy's taking the Pack. I don't know, man. I like momentum in this league.
But the Bears won, what, 5 straight?
Yeah, it's like, I think it might be even 7. I forget what it is exactly, but it's a shit ton of games. And they're playing, like, they're controlling the line of scrimmage, right? In the run game, offensively and defensively, right? So, like, Saquon didn't do shit last week, really, again for the millionth time. It's going to be a close game, man. And the winner is, like, going to be leading the North, right? In the NFC. So that's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, I mean, with the points, 6.5.
Yeah,
I would take the 6.5 and the Bears.
Yeah, it's just a crazy line to me, man. All right, Tommy's going with the Packers. Next up on the slate, guys, we got the LA Rams traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Rams really let us down last week in a bunch of picks and parlays, losing to the Panthers, but they got Arizona in Arizona. Team that's lost like 8 out of the last 9. Not looking good there. Is this a bounce back spot for Matt Stafford, Dad?
Yeah, the Rams, it's good for them to get away. After, being losing, they're definitely going to win it.
Yeah, so they're back-to-back road games going from Carolina to Arizona. But, I mean, I think Matt Stafford didn't throw an interception for like 316 passes before last week, and then he threw 2. That was a huge bummer. But, yeah, I agree with you. I think the Rams they can't lose back-to-back games to the Panthers and the Cardinals and, like, expect to, like, win the division. Right?
Yeah, the Panthers, they play pretty solid.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sold. I'm not a big Bryce Young guy. I don't know. I think, like, a lot of balls just bounced their way last week. Like, Stafford going in the score, blanks the ball off of freaking Derek Brown's helmet, and it, like, falls right in the defender's lap in the end zone. It's just like Matt Stafford. I was just like, it was a shit show. But, maybe Bryce Young will prove me wrong. All right, Dad, we got a good one coming up next. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on this one initially. We got the Texans and the number 1 defense traveling on the road to Kansas City. Chiefs season on the line. They lose this game, they're eliminated from the playoffs. And Travis Kelce.
Chiefs are out of the playoffs.
Yeah, Travis Kelce's career may be over. Number 1 defense going to Kansas City. 20-degree weather. What are your thoughts on this so far?
I like Houston. They're just playing good. And the Chiefs, they're playing like they're scared.
And the offensive line is really banged up. You called me this morning and told me that Josh Simmons, what did he break his arm or some shit like that or something? He's done for the foreseeable future. Yeah. Trey Smith is questionable. The offensive line going against, so the backup offensive line for the Chiefs. I want to pick the Chiefs, but, like, I don't know if I can. This Texans defense is going to probably eat them for lunch, man. But Chiefs, really, their backs have been against the wall the last few weeks, but they lost to the Cowboys. And as we saw last night, Cowboys defense gave up 44 points. And they can't beat the Cowboys. How are they going to beat the Texans? What do you think, man?
Well, I think the Texans' defense is a lot better than the Cowboys.
100%.
The Cowboys, they have holes and stuff, and they were on a roll for 2 or 3 games, but it seemed like Prescott couldn't hit the passes, the big passes. He had guys wide open, and he overthrew them, threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, man, that was a tough performance last night there for Dak. So, where are you leaning? You like the Texans? Or you think Patrick Mahomes has a little bit of magic left in the bag, brother?
I like the Texans. I think Patrick Mahomes gets sacked a couple times.
Yeah, I could definitely see that for sure. Yeah,
I mean, the guy who protects him.
Yeah, the blind side, Josh Simmons is out. I think, like, if you could do a prop like over 2 sacks, that's probably a good play. All right, now wrapping it up, Tommy. Eagles on the road taking on the Chargers. Jalen Carter, best defensive lineman the Eagles have, he's out in this game. Lane Johnson, he's out. But on the flip side, the Chargers are missing Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, their 2 starting tackles. And Justin Herbert looks like he's going to play, but he just had an operation on his broken left hand on Monday. So, who do you think wins this game?
I think the Birds wake up and win the game.
They got to win, right?
Yeah, if they want to stay in the hunt with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, if they win this game, they pretty much can win the division because then they got the Raiders coming up. And the Cowboys would have to win out and the Eagles would have to lose out. I don't think that's going to happen. So, Tommy's picks
are the Birds.
We're going to go with the Bird Gang here. All right, all my NFL fans, here's Tommy's picks all wrapped up. He went Lions, Seahawks, Ravens, Browns, Colts, Commanders, Dolphins, Buccaneers, Bills, Broncos, Packers, Rams, Texans, and wrapping it up, the Philadelphia Eagles. Dad, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate you always coming on the show and chopping it up. And next week, guys, Tommy's coming to LA. So he'll be live in studio to chop it up with you guys. Again, thank you so much for supporting this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Say goodbye to all the beautiful people out there, Tommy.
Everybody have a great holiday and enjoy it because it comes once a year.
You know it, buddy. Santa Claus Tom Bird's dropping the picks on you guys. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.
Peace.